I remember so well in 1959, I was already married and farming, and my father mentioned it one day. He said, you know, son, he said, tell you what, he said, you got a good voice. But he said, I want to tell you something. He said, those auctioneers make money. So I looked in Mason City, Iowa, had a school, Reese School of Auctioneering. And they had me in the class December of 1959. The auction method marketing was fast approaching eastern North Dakota, and the Union Stockyards was a private treaty market, and they wanted to improve their market. So they proposed to building an auction market just for feeder cattle. And of course, if they did that, then they need auctioneers. So I applied, and that would have been in 1961. And I got in there and competed, and I got the job. Those auctions would last. You'd start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes you wouldn't get done until midnight. Finally, I quit after 13 years. Must have been 73. And that was the best thing I ever did. And that really was what started the company.
Over the years, we've sold just about everything from marbles to antique motorcycles. Of course, our bread and butter, which is the agricultural world. We get to meet all sorts of different people in different walks of life and assist them in the disposition of farm equipment and real estate and just about anything else. Favorite part of the job has always been the people, and the greatest rewards have been working with people, both internally in terms of the people that are surrounding ourselves with here at the Steffes Group, and then the other part of it is from the seller side, because it's amazing the uniqueness of the characters that are out there. And whether you're selling a late model line of farm machinery or grandpa's old tractors or whatever it may be, there's always a story, and we like to tell that story, and it's always interesting, never ever the same.
Well, back then we started with a pickup and an open topper, not enclosed. So we are in the elements. We had our horn speakers on top of the cab of the pickup. And it was thoroughly enjoyable because you got to interact with the buying public. You were right there. Things have evolved since then, but those were the times where you were selling in the rain, you were selling in the snow, and it was very interesting to say the least.
Most of the farm real estate projects that we do are multi-generational. So a lot of times you're dealing with a farm family that has owned that particular piece of real estate for 2, 3, and even 4 generations.
There's so much pride in the home place, the home farm. That was Dad's tractor. That was Grandpa's tractor. He bought that brand new. It could be the lowest dollar item on the whole sale, but we want to know that because that's the emotion of auction day. It's really important to know.
I grew up on a farm, a crop farm, and so did most of the rest of the people that work here. And you know, what it really boils down to here at Steffes Group is we're helping people. And we're really glad that we work in the agriculture industry because it's just a lot of great people. My favorite part of the job is auction day. It's a culmination of all the work and all the prep that we've put into it. And so auction day is the fun day.
I think the biggest thing about being an auctioneer is that it's the trust that the seller has and believes in you. The Steffes difference is determination, transparency, honesty.
Trust is when another individual sitting across the table from you truly and completely is trusting you to perform and trusting you that you have their best interests in mind and not your own. And to me, that's something that I take very seriously and something that frankly keeps me up at night because you want to do a good job.
Well, trust can't be talked about, it has to be demonstrated. And one thing about the Steffes Group, 60 years in the business, had allowed us the opportunity to continue to demonstrate that. It's the foundation of our business. We have a saying around here, we say what we do what we say. Here at the Steffes Group, it's always been about the people. And yeah, we're an old company, been around 60 years. We got a lot of young people. And it's great to go to work every morning and see these young people with smiles on their faces and optimism in their eyes. And we get to share all that together and dream about the future.
Vision for the future, innovation. You know, in the auction industry, technology has changed everything, like a lot of industries, with the simulcast bidding and also our timed online only platform. So technology, continuing to embrace that change and drive technology to our clients' advantage. and constantly thinking of ways that we can innovate and do things better.
You know, I tell folks all the time, there's a job, there's a career, and there's a way of life. And working for Steffes is a way of life. It's your identity. And these folks take it really, really seriously. And I don't even know how you would get a business to that point. It takes 60 years.